AMOR Express, Expressing Love by Johnny WordSlinger. Maybe I love backwards. Maybe I should be soulless, no life to my lips. Maybe I should lose me forever. Maybe I should widen my cyclist planet. When I look at my roots, I remember love. I remember windows open, sunshine, and an air moving through them. I will filter this visible world, to examine my invisible world, to grasp my soul before I let go, to submit myself to the divine, to open the box of my paradox to miracles of all sizable. Universal Information Switchboard, are you there? I want to put together a memorial. I want to honor love. It has meant a lot to me. Don't I guess I would want our angels? I want flowers there, flowers of purpose, flowers of dignity. A joyful time to say goodbye, to enter the timeless place with an eternity embrace. The saddlest paradise where every word's more than words. The great exchange of knowing everything in a unified presence. I wanted to have many roles, but now I want to shed them. I want to be trackless, characterless, and questionless. Universal Information Switchboard, are you there? I want all my supersedes to focus on humility. Does no good in a sapalistic world. All my love has been laid away in writing. I am speaking to you, Universal Information Switchboard, because I have always known someone you know. Give me the 8 up and 2 down, an orange and black kind of town. I sense my components to time, the been there, done that feelings, days rejuvenating vulnerability to it all, dreamlike, gut-like. This is why I'm prone to pain, and when nurturing stops, eternal powers, I am talking about my internal powers. I have not kept myself from embrace, an affectionate kiss, the things that induce earthly longevity. Respond, Universal Information Switchboard. I am hugging or petting you, however you see it. Give me a moment. I am preparing to draw back to scream, louder than a train, overhead, below a railroad bridge. Terrific territories of terror. Stop calling the shots. I am a poet, an individual clarifying myself. It is not my intention, is to do whatever it takes to call upon love. I am tired of being at the point of knocking the saber-toothed teeth out of everything. I have learned to relax. That's where all these words derive from. People I love and are happy with have been taken away. Away deeper into this realm I'm calling you from. I want to see through the grand prism of prisms. I know you won't let the marathon be over, because my life is a great poetic terminology. Terms ingrained in me, activity after activity. I want to be further outdoors inside your indoors. I want to know why names of fruits are so clever. I want a hot bath from this cold, abnormal world. I want to be touched by angel fingers and hands. I want them to also remake my candle of forgiveness. My eyes have not been found by the beholder. Universal Information Switchboard, this is a frontation. Up front and center, not a confrontation. I hate any word with con in it. I have a letter of amends for the now and the long forgotten, just to show I still know and surely have and got them. Let me read them, so prepare for all the visions. I am a one-man unit sacrificing back in mind power. I do have an earthly constellation, my children. I believe they have been inhabited by astronauts of the two-time kind. I believe their connection to these beings need to be, shall we say, kindly dismantled. But who am I to these astronauts? Gifts? I have tried the modeling tool of my intuition, telling me there's a deck of arrows and scorning fools. Also, maybe I was the astronaut that landed on the wrong planet. I am a poet, and I celebrate my enthusiasm and delight, and I observe consistently in all my poetic flight. Life diving has been a good idea. You realize it's all not an onomatopoeia. My inner protests have always been in control until now. Let's look at this as a spiritual transplant, a transfusion. You know my thoughts are about to make full circle, complete without the vicious fascist veil around it. This you may call an interview with a poet, where the only question asked was there a true twinkle of my birth? The millennium to me has nothing to do with millionaires. To me, it's about the keys to better relationships. My parents fell in love at a carnival. I know for a fact my mother loves them more than my father. I fell in love at a carnival too last year. I know for a fact I love carnivals too. I also know for a fact that I love love. Its music, its cycles, the cuddle when cuddled. I love its rides, its colors, and the rain and puddles. I love its flavors, its arts, and all of its grounds. But the ticket booth has disappeared. Seems I am and it's lost, and it cannot be found. Universal Information Switchboard, maybe this is a love speech. Shall we say, if written out, a love letter? At least I am not balled up and out of reach. I know we are all extra burdens. I know we all acquire ease from hurting. Toward or away, I stand here, and all to say, I am here, where I wanted to go. I know I have no control of others. Whom is there to embrace? Only me. So it is time to retreat back to where I came from. It will take effort, but the attempt will be made. The waters are not unknown. What was not known was human nature and a new artificial human nature. Little by little, heaven will take little ones like me. I will not let my child be wounded too long. I know I'm not an angel or God. I just know I am a human musician without a human song. I'm not depressed, just been so long compressed. Duality too smaller and larger than life. Maybe fearless gleams out of my eyes. Maybe I know I'm up for a big surprise. Universal Information Switchboard. You get many calls. I'm just giving you my input and data and all. I'm about to take another vacation in writing, as truly it is I am and love to do. Myself that I love. The price I pay shall be in my words. That is where I feel perky and perks of all above, and I have a backpack full of affirmation. The past is the soles of my feet, the future are my hands that reach. The now without companionship is not complete. I've always been my symbol, sign, and token to enable, to encourage, to embrace myself. Universal Information Switchboard, do you see the sunshine as I do? I guess I do have a fear to be alone without sunshine. The sorority of poets have meant a lot to me. I hope I meant a lot to them because I have been living by living, living where I live by loving, a loving of a bridge to an unknown love. I do have mental wings and I see many things, and they must be placed on paper, so I must lock myself away, and as I did on the start of this journey, music, the 12 keys of melody and harmony. I must bind them more to my words' progressions. I must isolate myself to you, Universal Information Switchboard. Projects. I am one, have many to project. I have made a choice to listen to the call of poetry above anything and all. So I must do this, as the summer salts. I have always listened to the begets of autumn fall. I am a book of changes. I am a proverb of psalms. I am an earthian completing myself in the language hall. I admire many artistic fires, but I want to dance with mine. I want to breathe with mine, to make more, leave behind more. I want to grow with mine, but my compassion for companionship is dying out. That's because, ironically, of drinking human ideologies. Mine is pretty simple. In all honesty, praise the day, work in the day, get paid in the day, and at night to love, learn and give. That's you live. I was born into madness, and my shields are worn down, and sadness seeps through, seeping high up to my armored boots and my roots. As I mentioned, I remember love, but love has moved on, so must I. Figuratively speaking, I want an octopus for a pet. I want to teach it to speak, write in many languages just to prove when you're at the bottom, you can do more than at the top. But that's not going to happen, so I guess I will stop. A fool I am. I am unique, though always harnessing new techniques in poetry, sex, and this. Work smart, not hard, and keeping my word. I have been known to pull stuff out of my hat, and the hat's been replaced by pranksters, and I shall never join them. They would feel threatened anyway. I remember a time when laughing was in and scoring was out. Obviously, it's time to visit a foreign country, to explore myths and mysteries, practice more poetry, etc., etc. I want to forget what I know, but I have a record of it for a time to show. I have learned how to win, and I have learned how to lose. I am the vet sporting in whatever I choose. I play with my ideas, but they are No fun alone. I have made circles fit into squares. I have theories that no one can compare. I have daydreams and I have nightmares. I see the sadness in animals like nostalgia makes me aware. I would rather talk with the homeless about their own government than I would Congress about the homeless. We all could go on an adventure to a better world. We could find more beautiful people inside and out. We could make music with other cultures vastly about. Universal Information Switchboard. I see my demise in this world today. I have looked at the big picture, and I'm not allowed to combine work and play. Someone close to me told me to live in the moment or moments. So I shall, and my moments will travel in my time being. I'm a radical about commitment. I take it all to heart. I find it all I have done, and all I ask is sacred. I guess you can say time made me a volunteer, a duty I respect and honor with valor. Universal Information Switchboard, come through for me. Universal Information Switchboard, I am depending on you. I have an abundance of gratitude, although it may now show in my attitude. About to give away things and visit old places before I go. To go find a group within myself to heal the wounds by society. To introduce myself to a new me as the squeeze, the sponge. I know I'm a hot political issue, but looked as a cold tissue. I see the project and I see the collaboration, the throne party. I tried to stay in touch with my friends. I guess it's an I thing. I want to start a tradition and a new and cool addition to life. One rare and not so scattered everywhere. Maybe like ride a horse day and leave the car at home. Or maybe like ride an elephant and leave the truck at work. But that would be so disturbing to a disturbed world. Or maybe a rainbow day or time. A preserve water day, a preserve love day. Yes, these are impulses to sustain. A reversal, yes, as I mentioned, completing my circle. Or maybe I should be a coach to a single mother and assist her in birthing, expose myself to extremes even more. I do think of myself as an animal and a zoologist. It's like camping with a real cool twist. I wonder if I would get arrested if I camp in a garden. I would just say I need a break. Hear me beg and give me pardon. If that did not work, I would say read this. I am calming down, even though it's hard. Celebrating the ordinary sets me back, and laughing turned out to be even more scary. Maybe I should just take my time and deeply think of those I respect. I do have a moral compass, even though the plastic world is great at reject. Maybe I should play dumb more often and let all the hardness more soften. I'm not limited, but this limited world is great at cause and effect. My body has many responses and is telling me to be alone, my own laboratory to me. Not that I don't care or do not see. It is intuition talking to me, telling me words of mine I don't see. I do not see the deep, immersing self of clear intimacy. Furthermore, not to imagine love, unattach myself from mutable notions, and have faith and joy, value, work, and blessings. But one day, motion. All the rest of my days are the last days of me being on earth. Aglow, aglow, aglow. That is all I really want to know as I go. So please forgive me. Me needs me to fashion a better portrait to be. Maybe the stars will let me share again, to let me share myself with family and friend. Until then, I have to harness the writers inside of me, a unit of unity to be a gorgeous one of an entity. AMOR Express, Expressing Love by Johnny WordSlinger.